This is your AESH Weekly News Minute for Tuesday, March 28, 2023. Energy news. Europe's rush to LNG could turn into world's most expensive and unnecessary insurance policy. Europe's rapid build-out of liquefied natural gas infrastructure is on track to far exceed demand by the end of the decade, according to new research, with more than half of the region's planned LNG assets seen at risk of becoming idle. The European Union has pledged to wean itself off Russian fossil fuels by 2027 in response to President Vladimir Putin's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, with many member states fast-tracking plans to bring in alternative sources of gas from countries such as the US and Qatar. AESH, a US-based think tank, said in research published Wednesday that Europe's appetite for new LNG projects could massively outstrip demand in the coming years. The continent's LNG terminal capacity is set to exceed 400 billion cubic meters (BCM) by 2030, AESH said, citing current infrastructure build-out plans. This is up from 270 BCM at the end of last year. AESH included the UK, Norway and Turkey in its analysis. Logistics and transportation news. First engineless and fully electric refrigerated advancery trailer starts operation in the Netherlands. Refrigerated Trailer Rentals Holland (RTR) has become the first company to adopt the new Thermo King Advancery engineless and electric trailer refrigeration unit in their fleet, according to a press release from Thermo King. Delicool, a transport and logistics services provider for meat, vegetables and fruit products, is the first customer to benefit from the new technology. The Thermo King Advancery is designed to help accelerate the realization of carbon-neutral trailer fleets, incorporating an engineless and electric architecture that makes it the most efficient trailer refrigeration system on the market. The new electric Advancery unit in RTR's fleet is powered by the Thermo King Energy Pack battery and power management system and is compatible with all major engine alternative power sources, including Thermo King Axle Power, Frigoblux alternator and inverter technology, and shore power when stationed at the depot. Technology news. Chinese search engine giant Baidu on Monday cancelled a planned livestream product launch related to its chat-like Ernie bot that it had advertised as being open to media and the public. The webcast, scheduled for Monday afternoon, was switched to a closed-door meeting with the first batch of companies that are testing the product, Baidu said in a statement on Monday morning. The reason behind the change in format was in order to satisfy the strong demand from 120,000 companies that had applied to test Ernie bot, the company said, adding this would be the first of many closed-door meetings. Baidu's Hong Kong-listed shares fell as much as 4.5% on Monday morning on initial reports of the cancellation. Ernie bot, so far China's closest answer to US-developed chat, was launched on March 16 by Baidu CEO Robin Li, who gave a live-streamed presentation that walked journalists through a series of pre-recorded demos displaying the Chinese chatbot's different capabilities. Finance news. First Citizens Bancshares Incorporated said on Monday it will acquire the deposits and loans of failed Silicon Valley Bank, closing one chapter in the crisis of confidence that has ripped through global financial markets. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, which took control of SVB earlier this month, said in a separate statement it has received equity appreciation rights in First Citizens Bancshares stock, with a potential value of up to $500 million as part of the deal. First Citizens said the transaction was structured to preserve its solid financial position, and the combined company remains resilient with a diverse loan portfolio and deposit base. Under the deal, Unit First Citizens Bank and Trust Company will assume SVB assets of $110 billion, deposits of $56 billion, and loans of $72 billion. Prudent risk management approach will continue to protect customers and stockholders through all economic cycles and market conditions, the statement said. Global news headlines. French Prime Minister Elisabeth Borne plans to meet with opposition leaders and trade unions in the hope of ending weeks of protests against a new pension law, her office said on Sunday. Demonstrations against a pension reform, which will raise the retirement age by 2 years, turned violent after the government pushed through the legislation this month without a final parliamentary vote. President Emmanuel Macron has ruled out scrapping or delaying the legislation, tasking his prime minister with finding fresh support in parliament after the government failed to find enough votes for the bill. Borne will meet with political party leaders and also aims to restart dialogue with unions over labor issues, her office said, without mentioning the pension bill. The prime minister added in an interview with AFP that the meetings with opposition and union leaders would take place in the week starting April 3. She also pledged not to use constitutional powers to adopt legislation without a vote again, except for on budget bills, AFP said. This has been your AESH Weekly News Minute for Tuesday, March 28, 2023. If you want more global energy news and real-time alerts, hit the subscribe button now and follow us on social media.